Hello, people of YouTube. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of My Thoughts, my topic series where I basically discuss certain topics about anime. It could be, it could be about anime. It could be about basically any topic out there. And we're going to actually do a pretty serious topic for you guys today. I'm going to do a pretty serious topic. And I think some people might actually enjoy this. But we're going to be discussing anime for escapism. Basically, people who watch anime to basically escape reality due to either personal issues or even something emotionally distressed or just finding an excuse to, be a little pushy and be a little lossy or something like that. But anyway, let's go first by saying that anime is... And for those of you who don't really know what anime is, let me just quickly explain this. Anime are TV shows that come from Japan that basically are like these awesome action-packed, sometimes drama, sometimes funny, sometimes romantic. They're like basically the awesome versions of cartoons with awesome animations and shit. And people sometimes actually use anime for escapism and excuse me, sorry, I just ate and I have some ginger ale up in this bitch, so it might be a long time. It's gonna, so basically, what we're gonna be discussing is that why do people escape reality because they watch anime? Well, there are a few really, like, what's the word I'm really looking for? There are a few different, I don't know how to call it, but sometimes people use anime to just really, escape the mind, to escape the fact that they're having a crummy and shitty life here in the world of reality. Anime is basically fantasy. It is basically whatever you think of in your mind. Alright? You want, to be honest, I mean, seriously, who wants to live in a crappy world where there's always someone going to harm you, there's always someone who's not going to love you, there's always someone or something that happens that's really tragic and really upsetting that really takes the icing on the cake? And in anime, that doesn't normally happen. I mean, yeah, sure, it normally happens to certain characters in certain animes, but sometimes it doesn't really happen, as a whole. Now, keep in mind, anime is fictional. It is not real. Hell, I watch anime almost religiously. To be honest, I watch anime for the sole purpose of also escapism. Hell, I'm a prime suspect. I also watch anime to escape reality. But I have the sense of mind thinking that anime, is not real. It's fictional. Sometimes people don't have the right mindset to watch anime. Sometimes when people watch anime, they'll think of a way as, oh my god, this is real. This could be real that's going on in real life, when in reality, it never happened. Sometimes people use anime not only for escapism, but for a way to, not really solve their problems, but to really delve in to any certain situation. Perfect example, if you ever watched One Piece, they always talk about, sometimes they talk about war and stuff, and they really delve in to what war is and what, how really harmful war is, just like from today. And people really can take that mindset and really focus on something like that. I mean, I know it's kind of confusing. I might be confusing you, but in retrospect, we're going to be talking this really, really seriously. Sometimes people use anime for escapism because they have a serious illness or incurable disease, like cancer. Let's say if you have cancer and, you're playing... Hell, it doesn't have to be involved anime, too. It could be about video games, TV shows, about anything. Escapism is not just anime, but for... Just like those things I just said, TV shows and video games, stuff like that. Perfect example, like I just mentioned, cancer. If you have cancer, and let's say you play The Sims, that's their reality, that's, to them, that was their virtual life, a life that they don't have cancer, and they could live happily with these little mini Sims and stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty okay to actually escape reality. But we have to dive in and think to the fact that this is reality. I mean, World That God Only Knows, an anime basically discussing about reality and how we live in, is a huge example. Basically, the World That God Only Knows is about a guy named Katsuragi Kenma, who's basically, in about video games, and use video games to basically escape the reality that he, envisions. And reality is a hard, cold son of a bitch. Life in general is a hard, cold son of a bitch. We may not like it, we may not agree with some of these things, but in reality, it's reality. We can't do anything about it except move on. And there are cases when, yeah, sure, it's okay to escape reality, like I mentioned about cancer, but in some cases, they just do it to just really escape their problems because, well, they're dealing with a hard life. I know a person that's going through basically a rough patch, and she watches anime to basically escape her reality, to basically enjoy a virtual world. So, in cases, that's fine. But if you're escaping reality to avoid your problems, that is not good. It's really unhealthy. Like, let's say, for instance, Facebook. You use Facebook to, have like a virtual self, like a social media type thing when you are not you. You are this person that is online posting whatever crazy random nonsense you found on the internet. That's basically what it is. And hell, not just Facebook, again, video games, anime, and many other things. Now, I know this is a pretty serious topic, and what are my opinions about it? In some cases, just like I said before, it is okay to escape reality. But if you're escaping reality for your problems, to avoid any problems, that's not good. And I'm sorry to those people who actually do that, but seriously, come on. Now, of course, there's a few cases when it's okay to escape reality, like, hardships with family, life hardships with, friends, and, like, hell, illnesses and stuff like that. That's okay. It's perfect for you to go to a new world and stuff and, try to connect with these characters from anime, TV, or video games, or hell, even social media. It's perfectly fine. So, that's basically my thoughts and opinions about escapism in a whole, in general. Basically, that's it, and I will see you later for hopefully another episode coming soon. I know this is a pretty short episode, possibly the shortest episode I'll probably ever do in this series, but this is really serious, and I kind of want to get it out of the way. So, until then, peace out, YouTube.